Welcome to Out There. This week I'm coming to you from Huntsville, Alabama, my hotel room. I've got my dolly heads in the background for my class tomorrow. And what I want to share with you is a couple of looks that Wendy Belanger, who is my fellow artistic director for Purology, she and I did a show recently, and here's a couple of looks that we did. One is with knots and one is with braids. So let's take a look.
You can't even see me on the screen. That's hilarious. So if you look at Lauren, what's going on here is her hair was crimped. We prepared it with the Samvia texture iron and strengthening control hairspray all the way through. And then what's happening inside of here is a parting that goes like this. And inside these two sections, we started from the bottom and up, doing a knotting technique. So the hair was knotted, and we added to one side of the knot as we go. So instead of a braid, it's a knot. Pulled it apart, and you just get this really sort of unorganized. So the braid came from the back to the front, and then we took the front, pulled it apart, and just tucked the ends up underneath there. So it's very undone looking. But then, just to kind of glam it up and make it a little more sophisticated, these are still crimped, but we took it, brought it back, tied it in a knot, and then, like Wendy was just talking about, so we tied this in a knot and just added these three sections into it as we went, tucked the ends under, and pinned it in. So it's just another way of approaching a different hair texture, a different shape, using a similar note or a technique that Wendy just showed us. So that is Lauren. Thank you, Lauren.
But I'm going to do an inside-out braid. I'm going to start at the parting. I'm going to bring it all the way around to the back, continuing this around. The nice thing about dealing with her own texture is I don't have to worry about making it neat, because right now the look isn't all being super smooth. It's almost being a little bit disheveled. And so I'm going to just work with her own texture back. And what I'm going to do after I get the braid around is I'm going to do a different component down the back. I'm going to take the root lift. Remember Ruth spoke about it earlier? And what you're going to do is you're going to take her hair, you're going to divide it into 4, just like you would do a color, all the while trying not to pull on her hair too much. So I'm going to twist the color a little bit so you can see it. When I rouge it out, it'll just show more of that color.
So that's a few looks, one done with knots, one done with braids, one is up, one is half up, half down. Hope you got some ideas that you can use. And until next time, that's all for now.